Another WhatsApp group conversation has been leaked from inside the Conservative Parliamentary Party, and the Tory unity is falling apart. Just when the Tory MPs thought that after bringing down Boris Johnson and then bringing down Liz Truss and then artificially getting behind Rishi Sunak and Jeremy Hunt, then they could create the illusion of the Tory family unity until the next election. That was the plan, wasn't it? The plan was to have Rishi Sunak as the safe pair of hands, boring, just sit there, wait for inflation to come down and the GDP growth to go up, and then just claim that we are the party that you can trust compared to Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, which is overall true in comparison, but doesn't mean that the Tories are better. It simply means that the Labour Party is completely chaotic as well. But because of all the recent stuff, again, the witch hunt that started against Suella Braverman over the last few weeks, then they decided to go after Boris Johnson again, even though they already did that. They already brought him down. There's a lot of chaotic situations right now going on. For example, this WhatsApp group chat, which we're going to show you some conversations that we received. Firstly, it's about the fact that Team Boris have been briefing the papers saying we might actually cause more chaos. Boris Johnson's allies threatened to trigger a number of by-elections. So they basically decided to say, if we're going down, we're going to take you down with us. That's the plan. Now, not everybody is actually admitting that this is the plan. We actually even had Nigel Adams coming out to deny these rumors, saying, well, I'm not doing it, because he was an ally to Boris Johnson as well. But they're saying, well, if you're going to keep briefing against us, and if you're going to keep going with the new mantra of the party, which is big government and leftist nonsense of Jeremy Hunt and Rishi Sunak, then we're going to cause trouble for the party. We're going to trigger a number of by-elections and see what happens. But again, this is about the fact that they have their internal fights, the Tory MPs, but they keep leaking them to the media. They keep doing this. And then every single time they put in the group chat, please don't say this here because it's going to get leaked. And then they're still going to do it. Amateurs. So, let's go to this. This is actually quite fascinating. Starts from 10 o'clock, 10:02. Jackie Doyle-Price says, FFS. Okay. Who on earth is spouting this bonkersness? Okay. Are you determined to turn our party into a skip fire? So, Jackie Doyle-Price and a number of pro-Rishi Sunak MPs or pro-Tory unity MPs are coming out to attack the right-wing side of the Conservative Party who are attacking Rishi Sunak. So we had Anne-Marie Trevelyan saying, yes, what Jackie Doyle-Price said, I agree. Sally Ann Hart also said, WTF. Kevin Foster said, spot on, Jackie. Simon Hoare said, would the last Tory MP to leave the building please turn off the lights? The nonsense, self-destroying crap has to end or our party dies. James Sunderland says, these emerging groups, leaks and briefings to the media are helping none of us. All of us already belong to the most successful political grouping ever. It's called the Conservative Party. Oh, how cute. Absolutely adorable. Now, they are accusing the right wing of the party, the parliamentary party, of leaking to the press and briefing against the Prime Minister or the leadership, right? They did the exact same thing 10 minutes ago with Liz Truss and Boris Johnson and many others. It's pot kettle stupid. So, at 10:30, Andrew Jenkins said, well, I don't like leakers. I prefer to say things to people's face. However, it is interesting. Some of those commenting were happy to speak out publicly against Boris and Liz and their administrations. So, maybe less sanctimony and hypocrisy. Clearly, many in the party are unhappy, but those at the top are not doing anything about this to bring people together. Absolutely spot on, Andrew Jenkins, for pointing out this hypocrisy. Robert Goodwill said, there are two very simple rules that must be applied in all situations. 1. Does what I say or do make it more or less likely that we will win the general election? If the answer is yes, then do it. If no, don't. Number 2, off the record briefings, see above. Oh, okay, that was fair enough. And then Craig McKinley said, good advice, Sir RG. Never do blue on blue, no matter how annoyed one might be. It's just getting so boring now. We've got all this going on, and then in the real world, the so-called conservative government is completely losing control, has lost control of everything in the nation, including the borders. We have another update from the owners and all the others saying the net migration is going to be hitting 606,000 people, 606,000 people crossing the UK borders, and obviously comparing to those leaving the country. This is net migration figures, and it's going to go up and up and up until it hits 1 million very soon. You don't have to wait decades for that. We are having this. We are having the UK prison system being in chaos. We are having a situation with the NHS as usual. None of that is being mentioned, and they have no plan for any of that. That's my problem. They completely lost energy and motivation. They're just sitting there waiting for the election to come to use the right-wing press, like the Telegraph or the Sun or the Mail, to just say, okay, let's start our propaganda to scare the public about Keir Starmer, rightly so, and then just say vote for Rishi Sunak or the coalition of chaos, and then win again, and then do everything over and over again. And by do everything, I mean don't do anything about it. They don't know what they're doing. I'm not saying this to advocate for Starmer to become Prime Minister. I'm not, because I don't want Starmer as Prime Minister either. But this thing. It needs to change before it gets too late. And some of you are going to say, it's already too late. And I probably agree with you. It's frustrating. Anyway, let me know what you think. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.